Well, it's not breaking news. They're a different basketball team with a healthy whole LeBron James. 15 games over 500 when he's healthy, 3 games under 500. Creates offense for himself and his teammates. They need him.
Well, Jeff, Steph Curry, what he's done over the past month and a half has been absolutely brilliant.
He's as valuable as any player in this league. They play great defense, and they have the ultimate home run hitter.
Well, for neither team, it hasn't been easy this season, but both finished up the regular season strong. The Lakers ended with a 5-game winning streak, and the Warriors ended with a 6-game winning streak. Watch out, James again with that right ankle. He played last couple of games, did tweak it on Sunday, but he played very well in those final 2 games. And here's one of the fun matchups in this series. Anthony Davis has to take a tough shot, well defended by Draymond Green. Obviously, both teams would love to get the win tonight and give it a little extra time to heal and prepare for their opponent as Andrew Wiggins gets inside and gets the bucket.
To me, he's the key. They need 25 from him tonight to be able to score enough to win.
Schroeder, nice play, and Drummond with a big flush down the other end.
And that's a welcome sight for Laker fans. It's not Anthony Davis and LeBron James making every play, but you get Schroeder making plays for Drummond. They can be dangerous.
Kent Bazemore for 3. That's good. You know, Steve Kerr talking before the game knows it's a daunting task against a Laker team when healthy. They're as good as anybody in the league. But he also knows just one game. That's all you have to win. This is not a playoff series. It's a one game and move on. Schroeder's jumper. Ball tipped and taken by Draymond Green. On the season, Warriors 39-33, but they finished winning 15 of their final 20 games in the regular season. Just great basketball as Wiggins knocks down another.
And he's playing with a lot more confidence. Look at that. He didn't wait for Steph Curry to make a play, waved everybody out of the way, and took advantage of his matchup.
James to Davis. Davis goes right at Draymond Green. Again, well defended. Davis thought he was hit. Lakers have not been dominant at home this season. Clearly, a lot of that had to do with missing the 2 players as Curry pulls back. But despite all the misses, as Draymond Green kicks it out to Bazemore, and Bazemore from the elbow jumper way off. Looney has to throw it up, then hit the rim, and it goes in. Kevon Looney very aware of the shot clock about to expire. But Jeff, you talked about without Anthony Davis and LeBron James, you were impressed as Schroeder misses, impressed the way the Lakers kept being competitive.
Absolutely. Defensively, they remained rock solid. They just had some troubles offensively. But what they've done defensively all year to be the best team in the league at that end is special.
Curry throws the pass, stolen by Anthony Davis. Again, #1 rated defensive team. Davis for 3. Rebound kept alive by Drummond, but he's going to be called for a loose ball foul. Andre Drummond signed at the end of March after a buyout with the Cavaliers. This is his 22nd game. Started all 21 games, averaged just under 12 points, a little over 10 rebounds. But Frank Vogel says still a work in progress, trying to get him comfortable and familiar with playing with his new teammates. Curry to Looney. Curry using a Draymond Green screen. Nice feed inside. Looney. Shot blocked. Andre Drummond with the rejection. Looney was ready to throw it down. James to Davis. James with the tip in with the left hand, and Frank Vogel's irate. He thought Davis got fouled again.
I thought it was a good block.
Curry flips it up. Shot too strong. Looney back out to Bazemore. Wide open 3. And Vogel wants a timeout. Hot start. So many different matchups to look at and have fun. Let's start with Steph Curry, Jeff. How do the Lakers try and guard him? What do you think their game plan will be?
Well, the thing I think for a great defensive team like the Lakers that they have to avoid is overreacting to Curry and leaving others open. That's what's happened to start this game.
Meanwhile, Mark, a big question for Frank Vogel And the Lakers, they've got the size advantage. They've got the traditional centers. Golden State likes to play small ball. How do you handle that if you're Frank Vogel?
Well, to me, I like to see him post up LeBron James against a smaller Wiggins or last possession, Bazemore defending him. Take advantage of that size and strength, creating offense for himself as an aggressor or for his teammates.
Wiggins has had a terrific year defensively. And Golden State, the 5th-rated defense in the NBA this year. Oh, and Wiggins with the block of James has to fire it up. And it's the side of the backboard. Great defensive play from Andrew Wiggins.
This is a great defensive play, Coach, but in my opinion, LeBron lets him off the hook. He fades away. There's no help coming. That's one-on-one. Beat him on your terms. Go towards the basket as opposed to fading away from it.
Absolutely.
Wiggins had a strong finish to the season, especially after the All-Star break. Not only the defense, but averaging over 20 per game. Ball deflected by Caldwell Pope. Wiggins guarded by James down the other end. Knocks down the three. Pretty good couple of sequences for Andrew Wiggins to start his play-in game.
He's had a tremendous year. I mean, when he's the third most important player, like he was in Minnesota the year they went to the playoffs when he was there, it's a perfect role for him. I mean, he's played exceptional basketball this year, particularly the second half of the year.
Drummond puts it on the floor. Double team back out to Davis. Shot clock down to 3. James a three-pointer way off. And Draymond Green the rebound. The Lakers have missed 9 of their first 11 from the field. Bazemore running, gets it to Looney. And Looney and a held ball with Anthony Davis.
I'm just thinking about it. Think about your third best player with the ability to average 20 to 25 points. You put Klay Thompson with this unit, watch out next year.
Absolutely. And I give Steve Kerr a lot of credit. He's narrowed his rotation. They play 8 guys now. There's more comfort level. They're an older team. They're experienced. You don't go far in the NBA playoffs playing all young guys.
We saw Klay Thompson there. Once that injury, it changed a lot of plans for the Golden State Warriors. James now guarded by Bazemore. Wiggins helps out. Schroeder. Good ball movement here. Caldwell Pope, good look. Knocks down the 3.
And that's what they want out of that double team. I would rather stunt at Anthony Davis, stay at home with Caldwell Pope, and make Anthony Davis shoot and make threes.
You see Schroeder initially on Steph Curry. There'll be a number of players. James with the deflection, but Wiggins able to get it back. Shot clock down to 4. Wiggins pull up 3. And Drummond rips down the rebound. Drummond, one of the premier elite rebounders in the game throughout his career. Caldwell Pope off balance. James goes down the lane, the runner, and draws the foul on Bazemore.
Well, they get the switch and then they double and they full rotate. That's a long closeout by Wiggins. Again, I would have rather stunted off of Caldwell Pope and made Anthony Davis shoot the long ball. And Mike, did we have starting lineups earlier?
Yes.
I wish they were sponsored by Taco Bell, and I could have said sponsored by Taco Fall.
I'm surprised you waited so long to take your first shot.
Man, you didn't come up for breath, so I've been sitting on that.
James hits the free throw.
But congratulations to you on truly a Hall of Fame career. It was an honor to be at your induction.
Absolutely well deserved and an incredible speech. You made us proud, partner.
Thank you, gentlemen. But this is a fact. I couldn't have done it without you.
Man, we don't need to hear that. That's fake hustle, man.
That's like saying Curry couldn't have done it without Jordan Bell. Come on.
Why can't you just say thank you to as well?
Thank you.
No, you don't mean that. Don't say thank you. He's not sincere, man. It's about him.
Warriors lead by 6. Schroeder guarding Curry again. Curry launches a three-pointer. That one off the mark. For the rebound, Juan Toscano Anderson. Draymond Green tries a 3. That misses. Drummond hauls in another rebound. Michael Mulder also in the game for Golden State. Here's Bazemore. Mulder runs to the corner, but Bazemore banks it, won't go. Toscano Anderson misses the tip. Here comes James. Schroeder, corner 3. James, the offensive rebound. Quick move inside, draws the contact. Shot won't go, but a foul, and he will go right back to the free throw line.
But I don't want to sound like a broken record, but that's the type of plays he's got to make, especially the way that they're defending him. And I understand coming off injuries, trying to feel his way through the game. But as we move closer and closer towards getting involved into this game, I expect to see LeBron a little bit more aggressive.
You see those 2 games, the last 2 of the regular season. Did tweak again the ankle on Sunday, but nothing serious. James missing a career high 27 games, only played 45 games, had those 20 consecutive out with the ankle injury. Now playing in the play-in game where he famously said whoever came up with this should be fired. I think the whole thing has been pretty exciting. Curry on the drive, flips it up, bank shot is good. Steph Curry with his first field goal.
Coach, just look at the size difference between these 2 teams on the floor right now.
At every position.
James finds Caldwell Pope. Another corner 3. Another one knocking it down. Caldwell Pope 2 for 2 from 3-point range.
Welcome back to Warriors Lakers. Now, if you see LeBron James go to the bench a little more often than usual in this first half, Coach Frank Vogel told me that's because the more minutes LeBron plays, the more his ankle tends to stiffen up. So they are going to try, if they don't fall too far behind here, to backload his minutes and keep him under 30 total. Now, you just saw the play back in March where he got initially hurt. This is where he tweaked it again just 3 days ago. LeBron told us he hasn't stopped thinking about the way this injury derailed his season. He had to rehab for more than 6 weeks and said, quote, "I hated every moment of it." But Mike, he said he's ready to move forward and he doesn't anticipate his movement being limited in any real way tonight.
Thank you, Rachel. You forget how well he was playing prior to the injury, how well the Lakers were playing prior to the injury to James and Davis. They were 21-6. Caruso wide open, nobody near him, and he cans the 3.
And they did on that one stay at home on Caldwell Pope, but Caruso shot the ball very well from 3 this year.
Draymond Green gets inside and draws the foul on Andre Drummond. And Green shaken up.
Well, good stunt by Bazemore, but Caruso, again, really improved as a 3-point shooter.
So Green will go to the line. Green has had an outstanding season, especially defensively. As he hits the first, our upcoming national TV schedule, TNT tomorrow, Indiana and Washington. And that game, after Indiana with the victory, Washington losing to Boston. Then ESPN Friday, Memphis will play the loser of this game. It's a 9 Eastern start, and it'll be either in San Francisco or here at the Staples Center.
I tell you, Indiana played a great offensive game.
Wow.
Down 3 of their main guys. Sabonis, he's a great offensive player.
Absolutely. They started off great and did not let their foot off the gas pedal.
Davis out to Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma, Montrezl Harrell in the game. Draymond Green on Davis one-on-one. Excellent defense again, stolen by Bazemore. Bazemore goes right at Davis, throws up a wild shot and draws the foul. Anthony Davis picking up his first.
That is outstanding defense by Draymond Green, one-on-one against Anthony Davis for the 2nd time. You just battle him, and you stay in front and don't give him anything easy. Active hands, secure your position, be disciplined, and give your team a chance. Exactly what he did.
Well, Bazemore in the starting lineup as Golden State has some injuries. Kelly Oubre still out with a left wrist. He's going to be reevaluated next week. James Wiseman, of course, their center, out for the season with right knee surgery. Damian Lee also out, and of course that man missing his 2nd consecutive